Work out 37 plus 46. One way is to use the column method. 7 plus 6 is 13. Carry the 1 because it's now a 10. 3 plus 4 is 7. Plus the 1 gives me 8, so 83. You could also do it by writing it as 30 plus 40 plus 7 plus 6. That's just splitting it up. 70 plus 13 gives 83. Those are probably the two ways I would go with. 37 times 5. Well, there's a few ways you can do this one as well. I'm going to talk about 3 ways you can do it. One way is to use the grid method. So we put 5 here, we put 37 like this, and we essentially find the area of a rectangle with these dimensions. 5 times 30, well 5 times 3 is 15, so 5 times 30 is 150, and 5 times 7 is 35. Add those two together, it's going to give 185. You might instead do it using the column method, so 37 times 5. You do 5 times 37 to give you 35. The 5 goes here, the 3 carries through, and 5 times 3 is 15. Add the 3, 18. That gives us 8, carry the 1, 185 again. And finally, the slowest method, but it would work, would be to do 37 plus 37 plus 37 plus 37 plus 37. This will take a little while. You'll have to add you could add the 30s on and add the 7s on. So I do recommend learning a method of multiplication. You could have done it that way as well. What number do you need to add to 63 to make 100? There's two ways I would go with for this. Well, just think about if we add a little bit at a time. So I've got 63, and then if I add 10, I'll get to 73. If I add another 10, I'll get to 83. Another 10, I'll get to 93. And you might be able to just realize to add 30 in one go to get to that. Another 10, I'd go above 100. So I don't want to do that. I now need to add 7 to get to 100. So if I add these up, that is going to be 37. Could also have done this by doing a subtraction, by doing 100 minus 63. It's just that this is a bit awkward because you have to you have to borrow from different columns. You have to borrow from there, and then borrow from there. So 10 minus 3 is 7, 9 minus 6 is 3. You get the same answer, but it's just a little bit awkward to do the subtraction. What number do you need to subtract from 100 to make 38? Actually, this is a very similar question. It's going to be, what do I add on to 38 to get to 100? It's the same thing again, really. So this time I'm going to take a bit of more of a leap. I'm going to jump up 50 to 88. Okay, you could do the 10s if you prefer, then add on another 10. That'll take me to 98, and then 2 to get to 100. So it's going to be 62. Again, you could do this by doing 100 minus 38. If you do 100 minus 38, which will give 62, that's the same. That's a number you then have to subtract from 100 to get back to 38. But anyway, the answer is 62.